And the part of the question is, not a question, exclamation. I listened to CNBC on Sirius Radio. Is that the one that's going bankrupt?
Well, Sirius and XM combined, they merged.
Well, they're going bankrupt.
I think so.
Anyway, the government has taken over all the commercial spots on the CBS program on Sirius. And the ads go on forever. You know, the buckle up ads and the food pyramids and government program. And he said he was very upset about it, and I don't blame him. Anyway, that's a commentary, I guess, more than a question. And we got here. Okay, where is this? This is to Bob and Melody. Question for the show. As we all are plummeting into this global depression, I often wonder what has been the plan on how to eventually pursue a recovery. Gerald Celente has often written and spoke about the fact that there is no way out to get out of this global mess short of something that would be as novel as the invention of the wheel or the invention of real new energy like cold fusion. Here is a twist on the theory. What are your thoughts on the discovery of a worldwide supply of oil right here in the United States? You figure that they must have some plan on how to eventually recover or reorganize after a collapse. Oil seems to be an easy fix. It seemed to have worked wonders for Russia right after they defaulted in 1988. Perhaps this will be the newfound wealth after the government recognizes us all, reorganizes us all into a new entity. Well, apparently there are 3 to 4.3 billion barrels of technically recoverable oil assessed in North Dakota and Montana, called the Bakken Formation, 25 times more than 1995 estimate. It has certainly given me pause. I would be curious to get your thoughts on it. And if this were to play out, how would it eventually affect the price of gold? I don't think it's going to have much to do with gold. Gold is going up right now because of inflation and because of a loss of trust and confidence in governments and business. I announced that Bakken Formation 6 months ago, and other people are talking about, and that's good. You don't see anything in the mainline media, of course. The oil's there, and it's recoverable. And we really don't have to take oil from anybody else. And, of course, if we stop taking oil from OPEC members and others, then they probably have some serious problems. So it remains to be seen how it will be carried out. But the oil's there, and as I've said many times, there is no peak oil, and there's enough oil in the world to bury it. Oh, what do we got here?
Well, we're almost at break time, Bob.
Okay.
Do you want to keep going, or got about a minute?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what to... Well, the market was up 50 points, another miracle. 79.40. And the S&P was up 60 points. And the market was strong all day. They couldn't keep it down. I mean, gold. The 10-year came back from a 303. The yield dropped to 277. in 2 days after the sale was over. Let me tell you what the tricky little guys did in the Treasury Department. They got their bond people together who buy the bonds from them. There's a syndicate. I think there's 21 firms. They ran the price of the bonds down, ran the yield up, sold the bonds probably around 3%. And then the market rallied, and these guys blew all their bonds out. That's how Wall Street makes money. All rigged. Unbelievable. And nobody says anything. It's like this guy was on the House Committee hearings who was telling the SEC for 10 years that Madoff was a crook. What he didn't understand is the people running the SEC during those years were all crooks too. It's like when I grew up, in the city in which I lived, there was 365 policemen. 363 of them were on the take. Same difference. You learn young about what's going on in the world when you live among poor people.
And that was the notice to let us know that we are heading into the break at the bottom of the hour, and we hope you stay with us. And we'll just be gone for a few short moments, and we got some additional questions that are coming through that we can get to. And again, thank you for joining us. You're listening to Financial Survival, 1-800-375-4188 for all your gold and silver coin needs. And send us an email at discountgoldandsilver@yahoo.com. That's discountgoldandsilver@yahoo.com. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. You're listening to Financial Survival, sponsored by Discount Gold and Silver, 1-800-375-4188. You can use that number for your gold and silver coin needs. And, of course, complimentary issue to the International Forecaster, 800-375-4188. And, Bob, would you like to tell us about the International Forecaster, please?
Now, the forecast is about business, finance, economic, social, political issues all over the world. We publish by email on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Runs around 35 pages each time. We have a hard copy for those who are not on the Internet, and that is produced twice a month. If you'd like to go to our site, that address is theinternationalforecaster.com. theinternationalforecaster.com. If you'd like to email us with a question, that address is international_forecaster@yahoo.com. international_forecaster@yahoo.com.
800-375-4188 for your complimentary issue to the International Forecaster. And, of course, you can earn a new subscription here at Discount Gold and Silver by purchasing coins here with us. So call us for the best of value. Coin prices are rising. Folks, they can only get higher. So get them while you can. Get them while they're available. And things are tightening up. Long Beach show last week, very little coins available. And so to the buyers out there. So rare coins are doing well, considering the market that we're having. They're doing good. There's some big premiums on those. And but, of course, you just want the generic $20 gold pieces along with some fractional pieces. 800-375-4188. Are you done with your questions?
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to start from the top here. And we talk about the upcoming war. And other than moving out of the country, is there anything that parents can do so their children do not get drafted or assigned to military service?
That's the only way you're going to do it, and they'll probably never be able to come back. So that's something you should keep in mind. So, it's a tough choice, but, and you're going to have to support them because other countries won't let them work for the most part, unless they become citizens, which usually takes about 6 years. And and then, of course, they got to learn very often another language. You can't go to Canada, Australia, or New Zealand because they'll just turn you over to the U.S. authorities. So those are English-speaking countries. That's why I mention it. And you've got to take the negatives as well as the positive. I guess not being able to go back to the United States isn't all that bad. It beats being dead. And so, to me, there's not much choice. I mean, if I had grandchildren or children of that age and they started to draft, I would get them out of the country. And I would go with them. But not everybody can do that. Every person is different. They have a different situation. And, you got to talk it out.